So if you need to work late nights, weekends, whatever, to kind of get this done because you've got a full-time job, but you're still trying to get your nonprofit up and going. Or, maybe your nonprofit is already up and going, but you're limited because you're doing all the other things, right? And so these are going to be, this is going to be a course that's going to allow you to do that at your own pace. And it's going to take you through everything. And we provide templates and we tell you how to set things up. And so the things that we talk about there are things like your needs statement and how you go about crafting that and where you get the data from to help support why your organization exists and why you're doing the work that you're doing. So readiness is about that component too, is what's happening in the community that your services are needed. And so what's the data behind that as well? So one, it's what you're seeing, and that's a valuable input to have into that needs statement, but you also have to back it up with data. And so we talk to you about where that data comes from on a national level, where it can come from on a state level, and then in your local community with your city or county. We also take you through defining your project and by clearly having a good title for your project or projects. Some of you may be doing certain things, more than one thing, I mean. It takes you through the description of that project. So who are you serving? Where are you serving them? How do you serve them? What's the frequency, duration, all those kinds of things. How are you setting those things up? So we take you through that as well. And then we talk about your metrics. And we give you some ideas on some metrics. Every organization is different. Every program is different. So for example, if you have part of your programming is that you support a food pantry, but then also you do, some after school programming, those metrics are very different because each one of those programs are different. So we talk you through your metrics. That's still going to require a lot of thought on your part, but we talk about that. We also talk about goals and how really to define goals for your projects, the objectives, and how those are different from goals. And then we talk about outcomes, short-term, intermediate, and long-term. And outcome is those changes we expect to see from the program and the things that we are doing to support the community in the area that you have. We also talk through your organizational capacity as it relates to your board, also as it relates to your executive staff, and then your programming staff, data staff, all of those kinds of things. So again, thinking through what are the components of what's going to have to go into a grant application, but also what are you going to be responsible for should you receive those awards and need to show the impact for those dollars to that particular funder. We also talk about budgets because budgets are really important. And this is Financial Literacy Month, and so we're going to talk about that here. But you have many different budgets. And so sometimes newer organizations will come to us with just one budget, kind of like a general overall organization budget. And that's a projection, right? And that's, different from the financials that are going to be actuals. And so, the pollen's bothering me today, but funders will ask us for those things too. So they want your year-to-date financials, your P&L statements, those kinds of things.